Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. I want to briefly talk about two artists, JT and Young Miami. If you don't know who JT and Young Miami are, they are a part of the rap duo, the City Girls. Now, if you don't know who the City Girls are, you might have heard them on Drake's popular song, In My Feelings. But the City Girls definitely made a name for themselves outside of Drake's song. Even though they've been rapping seriously for only a short period of time, the City Girls got popular very quickly. In fact, they posted a song on SoundCloud and got noticed by two key figures in music, Coach K and P.
Our first show was at a club in our hood, and everybody came.
It was so packed.
And everybody was singing the song word for word. So my first thing that went through my mind is like, dang, this could really be a career for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got called from a couple record labels. But we came face to face with somebody who told us about QC and broke it down to us. And off the back, I was like, that's who we going with. Yeah.
Coach K and P are the founders of the label Quality Control, which is responsible for making successful acts like the Migos, Lil Baby, Lil Yachty, and even managing big artists like Cardi B. But the City Girls became the first women to actually be signed to Quality Control, and they did stand out for one reason. City Girls have been the first female rap group to make it since Salt and Pepper. This new generation of music listeners have never seen a successful female rap group. So the City Girls definitely stood out for that very reason. They were able to escape the comparisons to other female rappers and stay in their own lane. The only comparisons that they really drew was the comparisons to the rap artist Trina. This was actually a really good comparison considering that the City Girls are reminiscent of Trina. They both are from Miami, and also one of the members, Young Miami, grew up personally knowing Trina. So this was a good comparison, and Trina was actually one of the first major artists to co-sign the City Girls. The City Girls had a lot of cosigns, and being a part of the hottest hip-hop label today, the City Girls were bound to become a success. But with success also comes criticism. Now, the City Girls have been criticized for a lot of things, but mostly for the controversial lyrical content in their music. Some people feel like they're promoting sex for money. However, the City Girls claim that they are empowering women to get what they want in a relationship.
Now, I read your article in Billboard. You said you're not telling women to for money, but that's what it sounds like. So what's the message?
No, the message is to just be an individual. Just be yourself. I'm just saying you ain't gotta for money, but if you talking to a guy, just at least get something. Save your money and spend his.
The criticism didn't stop there. The City Girls were also accused of being gold diggers, being too raunchy, and they were criticized for being uncouth or quote unquote too hood.
And if you hate the City Girls, you broke. That's number one. 2, how loud you talk. A lot of niggas be broke talking loud, just doing the most and don't got no money.
One thing for sure about the City Girls is they're never going to be anything other than themselves.
Is that what you guys hope to be? You want to make sure that you're staying genuine? Is that like inspiration?
I can't be nothing else. I cannot.
That's
I
weird.
cannot be nothing else. I can't see me being like Hollywood. I can't.
Right.
That's just not my character.
Even though there are some people who don't care for the City Girls, there are a lot of people who love them. The City Girls released their first mixtape last year called Period, which had hit songs like Where the Bag At, Take Your Man, Not Your Main, Tighten Up, and Period. On top of that, the City Girls were able to be featured on one of Drake's biggest songs last year called In My Feelings.
I'm gonna say this too. It's exciting that I know the Migos and I know Lil Yachty for real. That's exciting too. But for Drake, oof.
That's just like how Drake know us. How do he know us? Like how he heard our music.
Because of Drake's relationship with Quality Control, he was able to find out about the upcoming artists there. And the City Girls is the ones he wanted to feature on his album, which actually gave the City Girls a major boost in popularity. Soon, more people began to recognize JT and Young Miami, not only for their music, but for their overall brand. Also, they used their catchphrase, period, as a part of their lingo to promote their brand.
Well, period is our lingo. So that's what we say after every sentence when we arguing or when we
agreeing,
making a statement. Mixtape coming September 23rd. It's called Period.
We were just like, period.
Mind you, what's up, y'all? It's the City Girls. We will be at Club Climax. Period. Come celebrate with us. Period.
It's a movie. Period.
Period.
Me and Rihanna was the only bitches with this part. Period.
Even though period was a word commonly used, the City Girls made it a whole movement. The City Girls made everything a movement, and they became one of the biggest new artists to come out of Miami, Florida in 2018. Sadly, there was a setback for the City Girls. One of the members, Jatavia, also known as JT, was sentenced to jail over fraud charges.
What question did you have? Because I see it. When I'm going to jail, none of y'all business. I told y'all enough. When y'all see me stop tweeting and get on Instagram, I'm in fucking jail. When y'all don't see me tweeting on Instagram no more, bitch, I'm in jail. Send me a letter. I'm going to jail because I committed fraud. Aggravated fraud. Why I'm going to jail? If I tell y'all one more time why I'm going to jail, I did fucking fraud. That's why I'm going to jail. Don't ask me no more. Y'all probably trying to screen record me. Well, I didn't do fraud. They say I did fraud. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. They said I did it. I didn't do it. And I'm not arguing with the U.S. Let me tell y'all something about the feds. When you get indicted, just say your name versus the United States. I'm not going against the United States. If they said I did that shit, I did that shit. I just took that charge and went along with it. So I'm not arguing with the United States.
We have a date for her to get out?
No, we don't. We really don't have an exact date. We just, it's top of the year next year. Like, should be January, hopefully February. We don't really know. I'd say the top of the year next year. Like, she should be home like the top of the year.
Okay, so soon.
We don't have an exact date.
JT started serving her sentence last year in June, and she was expected to get out at the beginning of 2019. However, her release date is still up in air. Coach K and P were trying to get lawyers to help release JT sooner. However, she might be spending another year in prison because her release date is in March of 2020. So, this kind of raises the question of what is next for the City Girls. Now, the City Girls did release an official album called Girl Code, and JT wrote and recorded her verses for the album, and she also did a music video for the album called Season, featuring Lil Baby. But sadly, she wasn't available to shoot the video for Twerk. Now, Twerk was a single that the City Girls released featuring Cardi B, and it actually became the biggest single that the City Girls have ever released, and it even charted on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Sadly, JT couldn't be a part of the video. However, her name and her presence is still well and alive, and people are anticipating her return.
First of all, I would like to thank Cardi for getting on the Twerk record because
This call is from a federal prison.
oh my God. First of all, I would like to thank Cardi for getting on the Twerk record. That means a lot to me because I honestly look up to you. I cannot wait to see the video. I know you're going to do your thing, you and Carisha. I also want to thank the City Girls and City Boys for always supporting us, and our new City Girls and City Boys keep screaming Girl Code. I want to thank Tiny, Toya, Regine for posting it, and a lot of more people that people was emailing me, telling me. And y'all just write me letters and keep me updated with the album. And thank you again. I'm excited.
Period.
Period.
Now, the question is, what is going to happen while JT is away? I know the City Girls do have a song that's bubbling called Act Up, and that might be their next single, but what will happen while JT is gone? I personally feel like the other member, Carisha, also known as Young Miami, is going to temporarily be pushed as a solo artist, and the reason why I say this is because Coach K and P are very big on their artists releasing music and staying hot. Now, when the Migos were first getting hot, one of their members, Offset, actually went to jail right around the point where they were really getting a lot of buzz, especially from their hit songs like Versace and Hannah Montana. But Offset did go to jail, and the other two members, Takeoff and Quavo, had to hold it down until he got out. And once he got out, the Migos rose to superstar status. And interestingly enough, the same thing is happening to the City Girls. The City Girls got a lot of buzz last year, and coincidentally, one of their members had to go to jail. So right now, Young Miami has to hold down the fort. And Young Miami has been representing the City Girls very well, I must say. She has been really pushing the Free JT movement because it gets people hyped up for JT's return. Also, Young Miami has been doing promotional interviews, and she has been doing a lot of shows by herself while still representing JT. But in order to keep the hype from dying down, Young Miami might have to do some solo work. She's going to have to do more solo features, and she might even have to do her own solo mixtape because she has to keep the name hot. It's her job to keep the City Girls brand popping. And Young Miami herself kind of has been doing a good job at doing that. Now, when she was promoting her song Twerk, she invented another lingo called flued out. Unintentionally, but it still caught on.
Hey y'all, what's up? So the City Girls Twerk 25K challenge is real. I will be picking the top 20 winners. The top 20 winners will get flued out. All expenses is paid for. And I was trying to say flown out, but it came out as flued. The top 20 winners will get flued out. Everybody was trying to clown me when it just was like a fun mistake. Now that it's actually a phrase, I need a plane ticket. I'm trying to get flued out.
So flued out actually became an unintentional phrase, and according to Young Miami, if you're trying to get flued out, it means that somebody is paying for your flight so they could spend money on you. Rihanna herself actually found humor in the phrase, and when the Shade Room said, "Happy Independence Day, Barbados, somebody tell Rihanna to fly me out," Rihanna said, "Flued out, period." And she also followed Young Miami after that. So Young Miami herself has been getting her personality out there, and people have been recognizing her outside of the group, the City Girls.
Very much something. Carisha, what you giving tonight?
Very much a bitch coming out.
Period. Let me see the shoes.
That's so high.
Even though Young Miami has been standing out on her own, she knows that she can't do it without JT. So in the meantime, while JT's gone, she's gonna be carrying the City Girls name and representing JT every chance she gets.
Were you ever worried about the rap affecting your friendship? Because groups can be tough.
No.
No?
It make us closer, you
Because
know?
we not them type of girls.
Do you ever had thoughts of becoming a solo artist?
No, never.
It's still a group?
We started, we gonna end together. They ain't never been my thoughts. That's not how we rockin'. We started, we gonna finish together. We close friends. That's my sister. Period. Free JT. Period. Free JT. Period. Free JT. Period. Free JT.
We gonna free JT one time.
Period. And it's free JT until she free.
After JT comes out, like, what's the game plan? I know you can't tell us all the secrets, but what's the game plan to keep that wave going?
I think we gonna do a City Girls tour.
Yes, honey.
That's gonna be important. Yeah,
Yeah.
Need that.
I think, that shit's gonna be big.
It will be big. If it could happen for the Migos, it could definitely happen for the City Girls. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!